Hello, my name is Scully. I'm here today to talk to you about Transcreation, talk a bit about what it is and how it can be used by brands to go global and succeed in getting great content out at scale that works in each of their local markets around the world. When I think about what are you trying to achieve if you're using Transcreation as a service, well, you're trying to not be faithful to the source content, which is created in a brand's home market, whether that's in the UK, the US, or say France, Japan, wherever. That's where a service like marketing localization comes into play. But Transcreation is much more focused on trying to be faithful to, well, what is the marketing objective of the given campaign or ad or whatever the particular marketing activity may be. Married with that, I see, how can brands go global? Well, they can carry out different activities on their content. On one end, they can do marketing translation, which is a very cost-effective way to get good quality content out into the market. But it tends to be very faithful to the source, but may change the fluency or the tone of voice to suit the local market. At the other extreme, however, you've got copywriting, which is where in each local market a brand writes all their copy from scratch. Now, if you're branding, you're trying to do that across all of your content, across your full product or service suite, across all the different asset types you may be trying to push out through digital channels, that can get massively expensive very, very quickly. It's also very difficult to scale. But one of the advantages with copywriting in each local market is you're tuning your message to that local market. Transcreation is a service that sits in between those two. We're trying to take the best of both worlds, where you get the cost effectiveness of global scale, but you're also producing content that's going to work much more effectively locally, but is also going to be brand faithful as well to what the global brand is trying to do, but then also to what the global central campaign may be trying to achieve as well. In choosing whether to use Transcreation or marketing translation or copywriting as the right way to go in any global market, it's important to also think about what assets do you have, what are you trying to do with them, how many of those assets are you going to have, and all of these are important to a marketer or an e-commerce manager or an ad manager, trying to understand how to get the best return on investment with their respective budget. And one simple way to approach this is, how much volume do you have? And also, what is the value of that, or what is the impact of that in terms of getting your brand message out there? However, there's another way to be considering this, which is, if you're on an e-commerce platform and you find that carrying out Transcreation, where you're creating tuned, great local content, and if that helps you beat your competition in selling more products or services locally, then that is where Transcreation makes sense, in particularly at scale. It definitely makes sense when you're trying to get high impact content out there, such as taglines and TV ads. But part of this is trying to work out what are you trying to achieve, and understanding what your budgets are, what your competition is doing, and working with your partners to achieve that. So this is my first video to talk about Transcreation, and we've got a couple more up on our Language Digital channel. If you want to reach out to me, reach out to my colleagues, all of our contact details are here. If you want to find out more about Transcreation services from Langbridge and many of our other services, and also where our thoughts are around the digital world, particularly when it comes to the global dimension, just reach out to us across all of these channels.